California. I'm Bob Heathouse, along with the Coyotes Senior Director of News Content, Mr. Dave Vest, who's joining me on this live stream. Glad to have you back with us. Coyotes and the Anaheim Ducks about to begin the second period. We're tied 1-1. Coyotes fell behind 1-0 on an Anaheim goal by Jack Kopaka, 12:44 the first, but then answered with Nick Merkley's goal at the 1942 mark. 17.7 seconds remaining in the first. Beautiful setup by Hayden Verbeek, and we're tied at 1 as now Vesti, the Coyotes are right back in it.
Yeah, Bob, real impressive, I thought, penalty killing in the first period. Of course, 5-on-3 situation. Coyotes were able to fight that off, keep the game scoreless. Of course, Anaheim scored an even strength goal later, but I thought the fact that they were able to stay in it early in that first period was a big key, and then they just kept working and battling, and they score a goal there in the final 30 seconds, and here we are 1-1.
No question, the Coyotes penalty killing led by the goaltending of Aiden Hill, the biggest key in that first period to keep this game close. So now we're 1-1 to start the second. Strome, Keller, and Garland up front for the Coyotes. Joseph and Capobianco on defense as the Coyotes attack from left to right in the second period. Keller over the line on the right wing. Goes behind the Anaheim net. He's cut off by Jakub Larsson. Puck separated. And Sam Steele is met on the far side by Garland. Also, Keller hustles to get it back for the Coyotes to the left point. Joseph, a shot as he's hit. Save made by Boyle. Rebound loose in front. And it skids into the right corner. Coyotes desperately trying to get that rebound shot, but could not. Now Keller in the right corner. Again, drops it off into the near boards to Strome, to the blue line. Capobianco, the high shot, redirected over the crossbar. And the puck now goes into the right corner, out of our view, actually. Unfortunately, there's a pillar, Vesti, right in front of us as we look to our right. And so I'm not sure what happened down there. You heard the whistle. There was a collision.
Connor Garland getting up slowly, Bob.
Garland is being kind of escorted away toward the bench. No penalty that we can see.
I'll say, though, that top line of Strome, Keller, and Garland really buzzing early in the first minute here of the second period, controlling the play until, of course, whatever that happened there in the corner that we weren't able to see. But a good start by the top line here in the second period.
And they started the game strongly, too, with that 2-on-1 for Strome and Keller right before the Coyotes got into penalty problems. Of course, to watch for Dylan Strome, he has everything that you would want in a young player, and he's certainly trying to improve his skating, and he's worked with Coyotes skating coach Don Braid a lot in the offseason, and looks a bit quicker out there to me, Vesti. Obviously, we're down closer to the ice, and so we can see the speed of these players. We're about 15 rows up from the ice surface, and Strome looks like he's moving pretty good.
He does. He looks like he's skating very well. Don Braid has been working with a lot of these guys. Some of the guys that I talked to this morning, Kyle Wood, who's standing right in front of us, he's been working with Don Braid as well. So Don's been busy this summer. A lot of these guys want to learn to skate better, and she's helping them out.
In front, a tip shot right on by the Ducks as Josh Mahura, the offensive-minded defenseman, snuck in and got a shot off, but Hill stopped him. Now Mahura's got it again. Wrist shot right on. Hill the save, and the rebound bounces over the stick of the Ducks, and up the ice come the Coyotes. Steenbergen rushes over the line. Steenbergen with the shot from the left circle. He got pressure from behind by the Anaheim back checker, Kalle Kosilla, and the shot went wide, and we also get the whistle here. But the Coyotes with real good transition. Aiden Hill with a couple of more big saves, and they come right down to get a chance at the other end. Minute and a half gone, second period, game tied at 1. Coyotes and the Anaheim Ducks, first of 3 games for the Coyotes in this 2017 Prospects Challenge at the Solar for America Ice in San Jose, California. Mackenzie Entwistle, Coyotes' third-round pick in June, faces off. Entwistle, not flashy, but does a lot of things well. In fact, one scout said after the draft that, in his opinion, Entwistle is a lock to make the NHL. Very good defensively. Missed some time with mono last year, and that kind of hurt his season as far as statistics go, but Coyotes are very high on him. Up the ice now comes Jens Luque over the line, looking for Max Gerlach. That's knocked away. Luque gets it back, sends it wide to the left of the net. Puck sent to the left point, kept in there by the Coyotes. DeMeo, his pass into the middle, knocked away. And the Ducks come back on the left wing. It's Austin Ortega, backhands one wide. Played in the far corner by the Coyotes, and DeMeo gets it out. Overskated by Luque, and then into the shift for that group, so Gerlach dumps it in. Cleared by the Ducks to center. Capobianco steps up and intercepts, comes over the line, sends into the middle as he tried to find his teammate, Cruchon VL, going to the net, but he was tied up by a Ducks defender, couldn't get his stick down. Now the Ducks, Jakub Larsson is without a stick in front. Coyotes trying to take advantage. P.O. Joseph with a drive from the left point is wide. Capobianco shooting. Chest save made by Boyle. Kept alive behind the net now. Cruchon VL. Behind the Anaheim goal, goes into the far corner. Passes to the left point to P.O. Joseph. And Cruchon VL checked to the ice, but he, from his knees, is able to flip it cross ice into the corner. Coyotes tried to keep possession, but the Ducks able to clear. Coyotes more aggressive offensively, Vesti, to start the second period. Pretty impressive.
Yeah, the whole period's been spent in Anaheim zone pretty much. Kyle Capobianco is standing out to me in this game, and particularly in this second period here. He looks like a polished player among these players, and of course he's been here. He's an older player, but he looks quite polished this year and quite confident.
Well, he is one of 8 players on this Coyotes rookie tournament roster that are poised to make their pro debuts this year. Capobianco, coming off 4 outstanding years with the Sudbury Wolves in the Ontario Hockey League. He was the Coyotes' 3rd-round pick, 63rd overall in 2015. And I know the Coyotes hockey ops department very high on him.
Yeah, I spoke to him, Bob, briefly on Friday before the team flew up here. And he mentioned that his first few camps he was in awe.
Off the face-off, Mahura with a shot from just inside the blue line, center ice for the Ducks. Hill able to see it and stop it.
He mentioned that he was in awe of all the great players at the prospect camps and in the prospect tournaments. He's older now, and now he's one of those players.
And he's playing with a lot of poise and confidence, in my opinion, thus far in this game. You saw the Savardian spinorama to get out of his own end and start up the ice in the first period, and he's been good. Kyle Capobianco.
Say that 5 times fast.
I don't think I should. I'll end up saying Casablanca or something like that, right?
Copacabana.
There you go. Now the puck sent by Fiore into the Coyotes' right corner. Cleared out to center ice and back to the Anaheim zone. Marcus Pettersson plays it there. And he'll give it to Josh Mahura. Mahura comes up the left wing into the Coyotes' end. He's met by big Kyle Wood as he dumps it in behind the net. Trying to play it now is Sam Steele. Steele tried to get it to Fiore, knocked to the left point. Mahura tries to hold the line. He gets pressure from Garland, and the puck pops out to center. Fiore back in for the Ducks, runs into Wood, and then Wood covers Fiore in the right corner. Loose puck centered by the Ducks. Quick shot right on, saved by Hill on the shot from Sam Steele. Steele, as we told you in the first period, led the Western Hockey League with 131 points last year, including 50 goals. And he was second in assists with 81. One of the top prospects for the Anaheim Ducks. And with Ryan Kessler starting the season perhaps on injured reserve after offseason hip surgery, a spot might be open for the young Sam Steele at just the age of 19. Now along the near side, puck played by the Coyotes. Mayo tried to send into the middle, deflected out to center. Mayo retrieves off the stick of McInnes. Now Steenbergen shooting from the outside edge of the right circle, and it's gloved by the goaltender Kevin Boyle, and he holds on. Tyler Steenbergen, we talked about him. Vesti, 51 goals a year ago, tying him for the league lead in the Western Hockey League as he played for the Swift Current Broncos. And he also won the most sportsmanlike player award, known as a very quick skater and shooter. Great first step and gets that shot off very quickly. Chosen by the Coyotes in the draft in June. In the 5th round, 128th overall. Off the face-off to the right of the net. Quick shot sent by Luque from the right of the goal through the goal mouth wide. Out to center, played by the Ducks and taken back at the Coyotes line by Luque. Can't clear it ahead. Shot by Anaheim in behind the Coyotes goal. Alex Dosti to play it behind the net. Now Kosilla trying to get it free. Kalle Kosilla tried to get it on the left wing and off the stick of Dosti, and it's picked off by the Coyotes. Jens Luque over the line. Luque left circle backhander steered wide by Boyle. In the right corner, retrieved by the Coyotes. A pinching P.O. Joseph was there. Joseph, the smooth skating, just turned 18-year-old. He was 17 when he was drafted back in June, 23rd overall in the first round. Turned 18 over the summer, and obviously very high ceiling for him. Still needs to put on some weight and mature physically, but he's got all the tools.
He does, Bob, and you know what? He hasn't stopped smiling since he got drafted. Have you noticed? Every time we see him, every time we interview him, that young man couldn't be happier to be where he is, and he makes it easy to root for him. He's a good kid.
I'll tell you what, Vesty, if I just turned 18 and I was a first-round draft pick in the National Hockey League, you couldn't wipe the smile off my face either. Much like tonight when I found out I was working with you.
Wow, nice one.
P.O. Joseph, by the way, as we have the timeout for the ice crew to shovel off the ice a little bit, comes from a hockey family. His brother, Matthew Joseph, is a prospect in the Tampa Bay organization and was a teammate of Dylan Strome's last year for Team Canada. They won silver, of course, beaten by Clayton Keller's Team USA in the shootout game that will live on as one of the highlights for USA Hockey for a while after the tremendous game between them and Canada. But Matthew Joseph was a member of that Team Canada squad. And the two brothers played against each other last year in the Quebec League, as Matthew played for St. John and Pierre-Olivier for Charlottetown.
That was a fun game for the family.
Well, I would think so. You ever see those families that have multiple sons playing in different sports, and sometimes one parent wears one jersey, the other wears the other? And I've seen jerseys. Yeah, half and half, right?
I've seen those as well.
Timeout is over. Face-off coming to the right of the Ducks goaltender, Kevin Boyle. Boyle starting for Anaheim tonight. Aiden Hill for the Coyotes. We have not heard word that they are going to change. With 3 games in this tournament, I would suspect that these goaltenders will go the whole way and they'll get ample time. Hunter Miska will get a chance perhaps against Colorado on Monday. Now the face-off control by the Coyotes. Quick shot to the right of the net and almost trying to jam it in was Verbeek. Boy, he's been all over the ice in the offensive zone in this game. But Boyle turned him away, and now the Ducks able to clear it out. Sent on the left wing into the Coyote zone. Out to the left point, kept in there by Mohura. He'll shoot it into the left corner. Trying to play it is Ortega. He had it knocked away. And the loose puck played by Hayden Verbeek. He's leveled by Ortega. Now a quick shot right on by Nottinen. And the save by Hill.
Big hit on Verbeek.
And 2 small guys in stature, as Ortega stands 5'9", and Verbeek at 5'10", and so they had a pretty good collision there, and they puck pinballed to a Duck, and Aiden Hill had to make another save. 13:18 left in the second. Coyotes won and the Ducks won. Nick Merkley has the Coyotes goal tonight. And Jack Kopaka scoring for Anaheim. At the left point, Keaton Thompson keeps it in. Delayed penalty coming up on the Coyotes, it looks like, as the puck now touched to the right of the goal by Dylan Strome, and will get the interference call against Arizona. So Anaheim will be presented with his 4th power play of this game. Going to the box will be Clayton Keller. Penalty kill has been one of the big keys for the Coyotes in keeping this game 1-1, or at least at the time, keeping the game scoreless before the Ducks scored at even strength. But it was a tough first period penalty-wise for the Coyotes early on. 3 minors, They killed them all, and now they'll get a chance to try to make it 4 for 4 on the penalty kill. Now they're calling it on Garland. I guess I heard him. I thought Keller was going to the box, but he was just going to the Coyotes bench. He had to cross in front of the penalty box. So it's Connor Garland, I beg your pardon, who's sitting in the Coyotes penalty box now for interference. Anaheim working right in front of us on the power play. Mahura on the right side. Quick pass into the middle. Shot by Fiore. Blocked in front. Rebound off a couple of sticks. And then nudging at his end whistle. Pass Fiore out to center. Fiore has to track it down. His pass blocked by Luque. Jens Luque goes into the right corner. Trying to waste some seconds on the Garland interference penalty. And he does so as now the Ducks can't keep possession. Their breakout attempt was intercepted at center ice and dumped back in by the Coyotes. 45 seconds into the Garland penalty. Josh Mahura behind his own net. Pressured there by the forechecking of Hayden Verbeek. Now up for Giovanni Fiore over the line. Left circle now to Sam Steele. To the left point. To Walensky. Right point. Drive right on by Larson. And the save by Aiden Hill, and he'll hold it.
Number 83, Connor Garland.
So now we're getting further clarification of the penalty. It was announced the penalty was on the goaltender, and they said it was Hunter Miska, but it's actually Aiden Hill. So,
right.
First of all, I said Clayton Keller. That was wrong. And then the PA announcer said Connor Garland. That was wrong. It's actually on Hill for interference, and Garland serving it. So Garland is in the box, but the penalty was not on him.
It's a mystery wrapped in a riddle, wrapped in an enigma.
Hey, it's preseason for everybody, right? Now up the ice come the Ducks again. Julius Notman sends it in behind the Coyotes net, and getting there first is Noel Heffenmeyer. Coyotes draft pick in June, and he'll fire at the link to the ice. Played for Ottawa, the Ontario Hockey League. Now up the ice come the Ducks as they come out of their own zone. Ortega rushing in behind the goal, chased by Capobianco. Knocked away, and Dylan Strome able to clear with just 10 seconds left in the penalty on the goaltender Hill, being served by Connor Garland. Almost midway through this second period, game remains tied at 1. Sidorov over the line for Anaheim, cut off nicely by Joseph along the far boards. Ducks Dosty has it to the left point, trying to keep it in. For Anaheim there was Marcus Pettersson. He sends into the left corner. Ryan McInnes wins the battle to play it. They'll give it to Steenbergen, who clears as the penalty is over. Goaltender Hill returns to the ice, and the Coyotes are back at full strength. So they're now 4 for 4 tonight on the penalty kill. 10.5 to go, second period. Capobianco behind his own net. Runs into the forechecking Alex Dosty. Puck knocked away, kept in at the Coyotes line, then taken back by the Coyotes. Merkley on the left wing to McInnes. McInnes shooting from a wide angle, and the goaltender Boyle makes the save, and he holds on.
Again, that second line, Bob. McInnes, Merkley, Steenbergen. I like their chemistry.
Yeah, they've looked pretty good so far tonight, and the Coyotes as a group this second period, very fast and aggressive offensively. Seem to have come to life a bit offensively in this middle frame. Mayo, after a Coyotes face-off win, lets it go from just inside the blue line center point. Saved by Boyle. He redirects into the far corner. And now we'll get a whistle as the penalty will come on Anaheim, I think. I think a Coyote was spilled to the ice in the left circle, and the Ducks will go this time. And the penalty is going to be on Antoine Morin. Chosen in the second round, 60th overall this past June. So the Coyotes going on their second power play of the game. They did not score on their lone opportunity in the first period. Each team with an even strength goal so far here tonight. Now the Coyotes trying to take their first lead as they go on the power play. Strome wins the draw to the left point to Capobianco. Back to Dylan Strome. Down low now, centered in front, Capobianco. Now a shot by Keller, save, rebound, loose in the slot, and Boyle finds the puck and pounces on it.
Looks like Keller playing the point on the power play, Bob. 4 forwards out there. for this Coyotes power play.
Well, Clayton Keller, of course, with the great skill and the great hands. Certainly able to man the point on the power play, it would seem. Face off now to Boyle's left. Strome again will take it. This time won by the Ducks. And Anaheim able to clear. Face off won by Julius Nottinen. And that brings up a battle between he and Strome that we have seen before in last year's Memorial Cup Championship. Nottinen, a member of the Cup-winning Windsor Spitfires. Of course, Dylan Strome and his Erie Otters with heartbreak in the final game, losing by a goal to Nottinen in the Windsor Spitfires. Now the Coyotes with a chance on the power play again. Keller tried a one-timer from the right circle, but didn't get much on it. Coyotes keep possession. Sent to Capobianco to the left of the net now. Turning and shooting is Max Gellick, and that one turned away as the puck deflects into the far corner. And it'll be cleared by Anaheim the length of the ice. Aiden Hill will play it behind his own net. 50 seconds to go in the Coyotes power play. 8:55 to go, second period. Game tied at 1. Connor Garland glides up the right wing. Caught on the back check. Puck knocked away, but it's saved by Nick Merkley. Merkley dumps into the Anaheim right corner and goes in after it. Garland also there on the forecheck. Merkley's able to play it. It's sent into the middle, deflected away by the Ducks. Kalle Kosilla. Coyotes Kyle Wood back to retrieve. Wood with 11 power play goals last year and 27 power play points, the most for any rookie in the American Hockey League. Now McInnes to the right of the net. He goes in behind the Anaheim goal. 10 seconds left in the Coyotes power play. To the left point to Mayo. Right point Wood. Back to Mayo. Shooting. Deflected in front. Save Boyle. Rebound. And Boyle's able to cover up. And they're shoving after the whistle behind the Anaheim net. Way down at the far end to our right. Looks like big McInnes is involved there for the Coyotes. Brady Lyle for the Ducks. Now they separate. Also Connor Garland in the midst of that. 2 seconds is all that remains in the Anaheim penalty. These two teams are about to go a combined 0 for 6 on the power play thus far in this game. Still tied at 1 with 8:09 to go in the second. Line change for the Coyotes. Entwistle comes out to center. Gerlach is with him, along with Luque on defense. DeMayo and Huffenmeyer off the face-off. Puck sent to the left of the net. McInnes trying to center it. Boyle trying to gain control. Puck still loose as the Ducks are back at full strength. Now to the right point. Luque the shot from the top of the right circle. And Boyle makes the save, and he holds on. And we're going to get another timeout here with 7:55 to go in this second period.
The guys are battling it out on the ice. Now we need to battle it in the stands.
PA announcements again.
So it's going to be a little
we'll have to battle
Coyotes
that, Bestie, but
versus Ducks.
Again, a power play
Coyotes
chance
fans,
for
make
the
some
Coyotes
noise.
and not able to convert, so we wage
all right,
this war
pretty
with
good.
the Anaheim Ducks
fans,
at
where you
1-1.
at? Make some noise.
Yeah, I keep watching the Coyotes bench to see
Oh, that-
if
all right, that's pretty
there
close.
will
One
be
more
a
time,
goalie
Coyote
change.
fans.
Hunter Miska and Aiden Hill
Ducks
are the only
fans.
two goalies here in San Jose for this
All
tournament.
together now.
For three
Make some
games. We were
noise.
wondering before the game, Bob, if they might split this game or split one of the 3 games, just to keep the playing time even. But it doesn't appear to be the case. A nice long break here, and it appears Aiden Hill's going to come back out and play at least the rest of this period and probably the rest of the game.
Well, I don't have any inside information, but with the 3 games, I would imagine that Hill will get the full game tonight, and Hunter Miska will probably play against Colorado on Monday, and then perhaps, as you said, they would maybe split a game, and that would be the finale on Tuesday afternoon against San Jose. Just my guess, but I think Hill's going to go the rest of the night, as long as he's healthy, and Miska will get his chance on Monday against the Avalanche. With the 3 games in this tournament, it gives ample opportunity for the goaltenders to get extended work and each have at least 1 full game. Face off to the left of the Ducks netminder. Kevin Boyle. Don't have a shot clock here at the Solar for America ice, so I'm not sure what the saves are for the goaltenders. But we know that Aiden Hill has made some beauties, and he's had a lot of work, especially in the first period, and Boyle has made some good saves as well in this 1-1 tie. Both teams at full strength. Puck in the Anaheim far corner. And the Ducks along the wall trying to gain control, but the Coyotes steal. Max Gerlach. For Dyson Mayo pinching down into the right corner from the right point. Mayo in a battle there with Larson. And the loose puck now played by Anaheim, and up the ice they come. Max Jones, other highly rated prospect from the Windsor Spitfires. Sends it across the ice, intercepted by the Coyotes. Mayo rushing the other way. Mayo goes into the Anaheim left corner. Sends it behind the net off the stick of Gerlach. And the Ducks pick it off. Sent ahead by Werenski. Now here's a breakaway. Fiore with a shot. He scores. Giovanni Fiore, who, as we talked about, led the Quebec League with 52 goals a year ago for Cape Breton. Got in behind the Coyotes defense, got the breakaway, went in one-on-one against Hill, and put it upstairs by him. And the Ducks have taken the lead 2-1.
Real pretty goal there, Bob. You could kind of see it developing right in front of us, and as soon as Fiore got behind everybody, Aiden Hill gave it a shot, but not much of a chance on that one.
So both Anaheim goals are a result of perhaps Coyotes' defensive breakdowns, as in the first period, Kopeka slipped in behind the defense. It wasn't a clear breakaway like the one we just saw, but he was in by himself, in tight, and scored. And now Giovanni Fiore was able to have a much longer breakaway, and he finishes. Now Pedersen in front, trying to find Alex Dosti, and that one almost tipped in as well, but it just went wide past the far post. Coyotes have to be on their toes. The Ducks have struck and almost struck again. 2-1 Anaheim. Up the ice now comes Hayden Verbeek for the Coyotes. He'll backhand the puck into the right corner. Back to get it, Josh Mahura. Now ahead on the right wing. To the left side to Kopaka. Kopaka to the left circle, a shot, he scores! Jack Kopaka with his second goal of the game as he banks one in. Far post, shooting from the left circle. He put one past the glove of Aiden Hill and off the right post and in. And the Anaheim Ducks suddenly have hit the Coyotes with a 2-goal flurry, and they've taken a 3-1 lead on Jack Kopaka's second goal of the game.
Very disheartening for the Coyotes, Bob. I was just about to mention before the second goal how the Coyotes had dominated play in this period and had kept the puck in Anaheim's zone. And just like that, 2 goals by Anaheim, it's 3-1.
2 goals in a matter of 55 seconds. And the Ducks have the 3-1 advantage now as puck is tipped out of play over in the game and penalty time area. And you know, you look back to the opening minutes of this second period, Dave, and the Coyotes very aggressive offensively. They were getting chances. Looked like the momentum had shifted in their favor after they had tied up the game late in the first period on the goal by Merkley. Now all of a sudden Anaheim able to kind of hang in there, get some saves from Boyle, and now they've struck twice within 55 seconds, and they've opened up a 2-goal advantage. Coyotes need the next one. Face off in the neutral zone. Puck controlled by Arizona. Sent into the high slot, swept into the near corner by the Ducks. Lyle. Now sent behind the goal and picked off by Zach Saar. Saar on the left wing. Trying to find Keaton Thompson. Thompson is able to get in over the Coyotes line, dump into the left corner. Played there by Comtois, and then it's sent ahead to center ice. Keller is able to play it at the Anaheim blue line. Keller almost stumbles, keeps possession, sends one behind the net off the end boards. Strome couldn't play it. In the right corner, Garland forechecking. Ducks get the puck, but it's turned over to Garland. Then he runs into traffic in the right circle. Strome trying to keep possession for the Coyotes. Now it's tapped by Strome, then off a stick in the high slot, played by Garland to Keller. Coyotes battling in the offensive zone. They lost the puck a few times, but they get it back. Centering pass by Strome from the base of the right circle, intercepted in front and the Ducks clear. There's the home run pass again. That worked before. They tried to hit the Ducks player, Comtois, but this time the Coyotes defuse it. Up the ice they come. Keller into the middle. Merkley the shot. That's blocked in front. Rebound cleared by Larson. Off the right boards and playing it in the neutral zone, Sam Steele. His cross-ice pass goes off the skate of Huffenmeyer and right to the Coyotes teammate, Nick Merkley. He'll have it knocked down at center ice by Steele. Then he can't control the puck. Cleared but not out by Mayo. Kept in by the Ducks. Backhander by Max Jones on the short side, and Hill gets a piece of that to deflect it over the goal. 4:10 left in the second period. 3-1 Anaheim. They've broken a 1-1 tie with a 2-goal burst within 55 seconds just moments ago on goals by Giovanni Fiore and also Jack Kopaka. It was Kopaka's second of the game. Merkley, who owns the lone Coyotes goal thus far, comes over the Anaheim line to McInnes with the pass, and Ryan McInnes a shot from the right circle, saved by Boyle, and he holds on. So we'll get a face-off now to the left of Kevin Boyle. Brian Boyle, of course, the NHL center who has played several years in the league. Right before the last time out, though, Vesti, good shift by that Coyotes first line of Strome, Keller, and Garland. They had some tremendous offensive pressure in the Anaheim zone. Didn't get a goal, but they were able to win some battles and maybe get a little momentum back in the Coyotes' way after Anaheim has kind of taken it here in the second with those two quick goals.
I think at this point, Bob, the Coyotes need that line to do something here to get this trending in the other direction. That's the top line, all the skill, most of the skill. Keller, Strome especially. They're working hard. Let's see something pay off.
Well, the Coyotes now pressuring in the Anaheim zone, but the puck is tapped free behind the net and played by the Ducks. Turned over to Capobianco. High slot, wrist shot. Save made by Boyle as he holds on. Capobianco trying to beat Kevin Boyle on the glove side, but Boyle is able to snatch it with 3:01 left in the second. 3-1 Ducks. Anaheim will change. Coyotes send out Hayden Verbeek along with Adam Marsh and Jeff Truchon-Viel. All three forwards on amateur tryouts for this prospect showcase. On defense, Capobianco and the #1 pick this year for the Coyotes, P.O. Joseph. Capobianco, right point, shot redirected wide to the left of the net. Now centering pass in front, tip just wide of the left post. Puck in the near corner. Ducks under siege from the Coyotes forecheckers. Able to keep possession, however. They send it behind the net. And it's sent ahead by Brady Lyle out to the Coyotes line. Joseph settles it down in his own end to Capobianco. Back to P.O. Joseph. Cross ice off the right boards. Trying to play it was Truchon-Viel, but he couldn't get a stick on it. Puck slide deep into the right corner. Truchon-Viel with the hit there. And the loose puck now sends behind the net. Capobianco venturing behind the goal to play it as the Coyotes keep possession. Coyotes again with some good play in the Anaheim zone, and now the Ducks able to clear. Capobianco all over the ice on this shift. Plays it to Joseph. He has it taken away now to the right of the net, trying to jam it in to the right of the goal for the Ducks was the forward on the right side, Julius Nottinen. That deflects off of Hill and then out of play with 1:54 to go in this second period.
You know, Bob, this tournament is all about player evaluation. But I talked to the guys this morning, and you go right down the line. They want to win these games. They know they're being evaluated. They know they want to produce on an individual level. But this is competitive hockey. Coyotes want to win this game. It's 3-1. Still plenty of time. They're still working hard. We'll see what happens in the third period, but that's the mindset. They want to win these games.
Keller, Strome, and Garland out there again for the Coyotes. Briefly had the puck in the Anaheim zone. Now sent ahead by the Ducks. Sent into the right corner. Now behind the net to play it for Anaheim. Zach Saar went to his knees, couldn't center it out. Now Maxime Cantois sends one to the high slot. Shot by Jakub Larsson there. And that was tipped wide. Centering pass to the high slot. Larsson tries again. Misses high off the glass behind the Coyotes net. Sent ahead to the right wing to Keller. Keller has Heffenmeyer going to the net. Passes in front to him. The shot missed wide. Noel Heffenmeyer able to get into the play, skating hard, taking the pass from Keller, but firing it off the glass behind the Anaheim net. Final minute of the second period. 3-1 Ducks. Comtois sends it ahead into the Coyotes' right corner. Back to play it. Anthony DeMeo near side to Dyson Mayo, and he'll send it deep into the Anaheim zone. Ducks retrieve with 35 seconds left in the period. Marcus Pettersson pressured by Garland. Gives it to his partner, Mahura. Back to Pettersson. Sends it ahead to Sam Steele. Steele on the right wing. Too far for Fiore. Puck played to the right of the Coyotes net by Hill. 20 seconds left. Hill to Merkley. Right wing now to Steenbergen. He comes into the slot and sends one into the middle and just overskated by McInnes. Kept in. Mayo the shot. Tipped wide. Steenbergen tracks it down left point. Now a shot by DeMeo with traffic in front. Tipped wide to the net. Now from the right boards a shot. That stopped. Coyotes furiously trying to get one more shot off, but they will not as the buzzer sounds to end period number 2. And it's 3-1 Anaheim Ducks. And Vesti, I thought the Coyotes did a lot of good things offensively in that second period. Couldn't score. And then Anaheim, with the 2 quick goals within 55 seconds, the difference right now.
Yeah, it's an unfortunate swing on the scoreboard because, as I said earlier, I thought the Coyotes were the dominant team for the first 12 minutes of this period. A couple of breakdowns. Real nice goal by Fiore for Anaheim. And it's 3-1, but as I just mentioned earlier, 20 minutes to go, Bob. These guys aren't going to quit. This is about showing the coaches and management what you're all about. And in the third period, I think they're going to be watching these players to see how they perform during adversity and when they're trailing in these games. It's not all about, scoring nice goals when you're ahead and that. They want to see how these players are during situations like this. So 20 minutes to go, down by 2, not too far behind, not insurmountable by any stretch.
No, it's not. We'll see what the Coyotes can do in the third. Again, as we talked about, the work ethic is there, and they're getting to loose pucks. They're winning battles in the offensive zone. Just have to convert those chances into better chances to get the puck past Boyle. And, of course, Coyotes victimized by some defensive breakdowns for some quick Anaheim goals. The Ducks have been a quick strike team in this game, and that's the difference right now. But the Coyotes doing some good things, and it's a cliche, but just have to stay with the process. And they continue to wear Anaheim down, perhaps physically in the offensive end, create some more turnovers and get some better chances on Boyle. They can get right back in it. 3-1, favor of the Anaheim Ducks over the Coyotes at the end of 40 minutes here tonight from Solar 4 America Ice at San Jose. And we are going to leave you now for the intermission. We'll be back in about 16 minutes or so with